Hi everyone, today let's look at my top 10 favourite Sylvanian buildings. I've been collecting Sylvanian families for 17 years, so I've got quite a few buildings now, so it was really hard to choose just 10 of my favourites. So we'll start in no particular order and then I'll rank them all at the end. So of course the first building that comes to mind is the Grand Hotel. It's the biggest building in my collection and also the first Sylvanian set I ever had that started my collection. It has a balcony at the front and also you can go up on the rooftop as well, and it has 9 rooms. It was also released in red and it was called the Regency Hotel, but I think this colour scheme will always be my favourite because I think it just looks so posh and fancy with the bluey grey and the cream. And I do really love the stained glass window at the top, and it looks very grand with the big pillars at the front and the lovely blue doors. And you can open up the windows and there are pretty flowers on every windowsill. And here are the 9 rooms inside. We have a lovely big entrance hall, a ballroom and a main bedroom, and then smaller rooms at the sides. So I've got a kitchen, a bathroom, a children's bedroom, and then like a little dining room, another bedroom and a baby's room. And you can even enjoy afternoon tea on the roof. And I love all the details like the chimney pots. I think this one definitely has to be my number 1 favourite building. Next up is a house that I wanted for a very, very long time, and it's from the farm range, which came out in I think 2010, 2011, and the farm range has always been my favourite. And I remember when I was little and I put the Highfields Farmhouse on my birthday list, and unfortunately that was the same time that they discontinued it, so I wasn't able to get it at the time. And then since then I've been looking on eBay, and it's really hard to find one in good condition because quite often the door would be broken, like part of the door, like the top part might have been missing and other things like that. So I finally found one last year and I was so happy to be able to add this to my collection because it is such a lovely house. And that is Highfields Farmhouse. It has a lovely thatched roof, and I really love the beams on the front as well. And then the stone on the side. And it's got a lovely big chimney. Inside there are 2 main floors, and there's also a mezzanine second floor at the top as well. I can't easily show you the inside from where it is now because I've got everything all set up around it and I'd have to lift it up and turn it round, which isn't the easiest thing to do as it is quite big. But if you want to see the inside, then you can watch my Highfields Farm setup video. So my next favourite building is the school, and this is the original Tommy School because I really love that it has the little tower with the bell. I think that's such a cool feature of this school. And also it kind of looks like a church with the bell tower. So this was another one of my eBay finds. So it's been really fun to collect some of the older vintage sets from the 80s and 90s as I started collecting in 2007. And what I really love about this school, it has a really simple colour scheme and matches the little treehouse as well. I think a lot of the vintage stuff had a more natural colour scheme, so it just looks like wood with a few red features like the tower and the doors. and the roof, so I think it's nice that all the old sets match with their wood effect and then red roofs, which look really nice. Very different from all the bright colours and pastel colours of the more recent sets. I think the older buildings definitely have a lot more charm. And I really love that you can actually ring the bell. Next is the beauty salon. This was always my favourite building to play with when I was little and pretend that they were having their hair done. I just love the unique shape with this building. I think the older shops definitely had more unique shapes, which made them really nice by themselves, but then they started to make them all a similar shape, which was good as well because then they could connect together and they look nice all lined up together and you can stack houses with them. But the older shops are really nice, just standalone buildings and probably a lot bigger than some of the more recent shops and like the town series ones, which are quite a bit smaller but can be all stacked and connected together. So it actually has 2 floors in here. So we've got the stairs that go up to the little room at the top. And I really love the big window at the side here. And actually all the windows are real as well, not just holes in the wall, which is really nice. So much more detailed. And I do really love the pink colour of the roof. And then inside we've got a big floor space. On the ground floor we've got an area to have your hair washed and then an area to have your hair cut, and then the first floor as well. Just such a pretty set. Next up is another one of my eBay finds, and that is the Lockkeeper's Cottage. I just love this set, it's so cool. And something really unique about this set is that it comes with a little parrot. How cool is that? And you can put Captain Sea Dog up on lookout at the top there. And then we've also got the balcony here with a telescope. And I really love the hammock. Next up is another one of my first buildings, and that is Watermill Bakery. I do really love the window at the side to show off all the lovely baked goods. And the best part about it is, of course, the watermill that turns round, and then if we look inside, how cool is that? The older buildings definitely have so much more character, and it looks so lovely with my farm. Next up is another one that had been on my wish list for a very long time, and that is Primrose Baby Windmill, which I was really lucky to get when Jack Batch sold his collection. All of the Primrose nursery sets look so lovely together, and I do really love the pastel colours of the windmill, which I think was quite different to the other sets at the time. But now, obviously, a lot of the sets are pastel colours, but I think this set at the time was quite unique. And the really cool thing about this windmill is that you can connect other rooms with it to extend it. So I have been able to get the baby bathroom to add. So that is the room at the top. But I haven't been able to get the playroom yet. But I do definitely want to add it to my collection one day to complete my windmill It just looks so fun, and I love all the tiny little furniture for the babies. It's really adorable. And I do love the hot air balloon at the side as well. And also, when you turn the sails, it actually turns the mobile on the inside as well. You can see through the window. That is such a cute detail. And look at all the tiny little furniture. So cute. And then next we actually have another bakery. I've only just realised that I chose 2 bakeries, but the other one is the Village Bakery. I really loved that. Again, it's got a lovely big window at the corner, but this time it's also got a little takeout counter, which I think is a really nice addition. And then the stairs at the side, so you can either have the eating area on the roof as well, or you can actually have that part in front of the bakery and stack a house like Rose Cottage on top as well. So it's up to you how you want to set it up, which I think is really nice, that you can have it set up in different ways, connect with a house, or have the extra eating space on the roof or in front of the bakery. It is just such a lovely set, and again a unique shape. So I think this bakery actually came before Watermill Bakery. I think it was released before I started collecting, and I managed to find this one on eBay recently as well. So this is run by the Beagle family. You can see this is where they cook, but then also, as well as selling their baked goods, they have also got this little shelf here which has some fruit juice, some jars of jam, some cans, and some butter and cheese. And then here is the extra floor on the roof. I just think that the takeout counter is such a good idea. Next up is definitely the tallest building in my collection, Old Oak Hollow Treehouse. This treehouse has 4 floors, and also this lovely balcony here where they can walk across. It's even got a hot tub at the back. And one of my favourite details about this house has to be the koi pond that they have at the bottom. So there's a slide at the side going down into the pond. We've got a little red boat, and inside the pond there are some koi. And then we've also got the little fence here to go into the ground floor room. And I just think that looks like such a cosy little place to sit and watch the fish. And I've always had the Timbertop bears living here because it's such a big house, so it needed a big family to fill it. And not only is there quite a few of these brown bears, they are giant. You can see that Rose Timbertop is quite a bit bigger than the bear families that we have now. And they even have a bell to ring, which is another really nice detail. And then next we're going from the tallest house to one of the smallest houses, and that is the summer house. Such a perfect little house for the seaside. And again, this one has got a rooftop space so you can admire the view. And it's such a lovely blue colour to match the sea. This house was also released in red, and I believe they called it Willow Hall Conservatory. So it could be an extension of Willow Hall. And like the Village Bakery, you can either have this part on the roof or in front. So depending on how much space you have, you can either have it in front if you've got lots of space, or to save on space, you can have this part on the roof. And here is what it looks like inside. It's just such a cute little building, and it's always been my mum's favourite. So those are my 10 favourite buildings. It's now time to rank them. So at number 10 is the summer house. Number 9 is the Village Bakery. Number 8, Old Oak Hollow Treehouse. Number 7, Watermill Bakery. Number 6, Lockkeeper's Cottage. Number 5, the Beauty Salon. Number 4, the School. Number 3, Primrose Baby Windmill. Number 2 had to be Highfields Farmhouse. And of course, number 1 has got to be the building that started it all, the Grand Hotel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!